Now, I've sold over 20,000 pieces. Now, if 2,000 pieces gives you 10 million, therefore, 20,000 pieces will give you how much? That's 100 million francs CFA. Yes. From one product. And there are so many other products that I get from China. There is another one inside my office I buy for 12 francs in China. I will show one of my students here. I buy for 12 francs, we will say here for 1,000. Yes. 1,000 pieces or 12,000. And everything I spend plus shipping, it costs me around 40,000. But I take one, I sell for 1,000. That means that 1,000 pieces gives me 1 million francs CFA. But you spend less than 50k as capital. Let's be honest. We are in Cameroon together. Which business can you start with less than 50k and you are making 1 million francs? There is none. And this is a physical business. We are not talking about, no, we are going to come and invest this money. We are going to multiply the money. We are not talking about that. We are talking about real business. Are we understanding? That you import the goods, you are seeing them, and you make a lot of profit on it. A lot of profit. Now, my first ever importation that I did, I spent 57,000. I don't know if I explained in the video. I spent 57,000 to get the product in Cameroon. I saw a product that helps to cure hepatitis B. Because I realized that in Cameroon there is no cure for hepatitis B. When you go to the hospital, there is no cure for it. So I have to look for a product that helps to cure hepatitis B. I saw a tea, a natural tea, that when you drink it, it helps you solve that problem. Now, one piece was 620 francs CFA for one piece. I tested 50 pieces. I bought the 50 pieces plus shipping. Everything cost me 57,000. Before it came, I already had clients who wanted to buy it. Now, when the 50 pieces came, I was selling one for 20,000. That's 20,000 times 50. That's a million francs CFA. If you do importation from digital marketing, you are not making millions per month. That means you are not doing importation, to be honest with you. If you know actually the kind of products to buy, there are so many products, actually. There are so many products. But there are products that are highly profitable. Are we understanding? That you spend less and you make more money. And the good thing is that you can even start with 10,000, with 20,000, with 30,000. For example, with 10,000, you can buy the product I told you, which is 90 francs. Now, when you buy a small quantity, they will sell it to you at 140 francs. Are we understanding? So, with 10,000, you buy 71 pieces. This is the product behind my MacBook here. This anti-radiation sticker, this round stuff. This one. Anti-radiation sticker. It helps to reduce radiation that leaves from my laptop or my MacBook or my phone to my body. Now, these radiations actually cause cancer in the long run. Who has realized that if you sleep with your phone beside your head in the morning, you have headache? Who has realized that before? Now, what happens that your phone is just beside your head? In the morning, it gives you headache. The radiations. The phone does not make noise beside your head. But what happens? You have headache. Now, imagine you've been using the phone for 10 years. You've been using the phone for 20 years. Do you know the effect of it in your body? Now, you slept for only 6 hours. The phone gave you a headache. Just beside. Now, the phone is in your pocket. It's here. You are doing calls. You are charging. You are using. Imagine the effect of it. So this product we have to cancel it. So we buy 90 francs, we sell at 5,000. Imagine the profit margin of this product. There are so many examples that I can take. So many. Now, the good thing about importing goods from China is that you can customize products into your own brand because the Chinese suppliers will give you that opportunity. Today, I'm the CEO of the Vigor X Energy brand. I don't produce coffee. This is the coffee here. I don't produce coffee. Now, I tell the manufacturer, I need you. This is the name of my brand, Vigor X Energy Coffee. Now, I need the coffee packaging to be like this. I just try to explain the design to him. He is the one who does the design as you are seeing it like this. I explain the concept and then he creates the concept. Are we understanding? You just need to have an idea. These people will help you bring it to reality. Now, I tell him, okay, for the ingredients, these are the ingredients that I want inside the coffee. And I told him I need 11 ingredients. And inside the ingredients, we have 11 ingredients in it. I don't produce coffee, but I have access to a manufacturer who manufactures this coffee into my brand. And I am the only person in the world to sell this coffee to any other person. And this manufacturer cannot sell this coffee to any other person than me. Are we understanding? So it gives you all the rights. In fact, if somebody buys a coffee in Lossie, the only place you can get it again is from us. If they are using it in Nigeria, it comes from Cameroon. If they are using it in Ivory Coast, it comes from Cameroon. If they are using it in Senegal, it comes from Cameroon. I spoke about the guy who has Techno in this video. Somebody from Gola, a Bangladeshi man. But I'm sure there are so many people here using Techno. Maybe you do not even know that somebody from Gola was a man. But what he does is the same thing I'm explaining to you. He goes to China, they manufacture Technophone, he puts his mark on it. He brings in Africa, he determines the prices. And he determines the prices that he sells to you. So imagine the profit that he is making. And today when you go to Nigeria, Technophones are used. You go to any country, they use Technophones. But it is somebody who has this information. And the good thing is that you can start small. Are we understanding? You can start small. Can I see those who want to start up their own brands? You want to start your own brand? The whole church. Alright. Alright. That's fine. It's the whole church now. Yes. So, starting a brand is possible in 2025. Are we understanding? And it will not require you too much money. Start small from where you are. Raise up your capital. Because I started with 57,000 and gradually I had to raise my capital to a level where I could start up my own brand. Are we understanding? So you can start from where you are and it does not look at the age. Whether you are old or young, everybody can do it. Whether you are old or young, everybody can do it. And the good thing is that e-commerce in Africa is not yet too known. Because I spoke about the percentage of those in Africa who do e-commerce. We have 0.5% only of people who are into e-commerce. 0.5%. Listen, let me tell you something. I was telling some people yesterday that this phone can give you more money than somebody who is under the sun every day. The honest truth. The phone that you are using, it can give you more money than somebody who is suffering under the sun. You just need to have your phone, know what to do with it. Listen, as time is changing, things are changing. What used to work in the days of our parents is not the same thing that works nowadays. For example, if I ask some people here, that when you were growing up, was there WhatsApp? Was there Facebook? Yeah. Even phones, there were no phones. Are we understanding? But today, things are changing. And the illiterate of nowadays is not somebody who did not go to school. It's somebody who is unable to adapt to the current changes of the economy, of the environment that he finds himself. And the world is changing. We are going digital. Are you going digital? So, the world is going digital. The world is advancing. But some of you are going backward. Because this is where you can use and make a lot of money. Imagine in 2 months you generate sales of over 10 million francs CFA. Only with your phone inside your house. Which job can pay you that kind of money if you are not a thief? In this Cameroon. To be honest, which normal salary can pay you 10 million per month? Which normal salary? Unless you are, I don't know which position, what kind of company. The normal. You make that kind of money per month. But it's possible with phone. Without going to school too much, you can make it. And that is why we are here, to show you how you can do all of these things and make a lot of money from it. Now, look at this please. I'm going to show you how much 5% of those in e-commerce in Africa generated in 2022. Africa has witnessed a remarkable surge in e-commerce with a projected market value of how much? Let's get together. $29 billion. But we are talking about 0.5%. Now, 0.5% of people generate 29 billion. Now, what if we are 10%? What if we are 20%? China, which is the world's largest country that does into e-commerce, is still at 28%. Imagine how advanced they are, only at 28%. Now, what if they get to 50%? We are still at 0.5%. That means people do not actually know about it in Africa. Are we understanding? And the proof is that 99.9% of those who are here do not know all of these things. And you can start a brand without traveling to China. And we are going to show you how you can have access to over 3 million factories in China without actually traveling and having access to over 80 million products from the comfort of your home. Are we understanding? When I'm talking about 80 million, I mean anything that you can imagine in this life, you can get it in China. In 2023, Africa, China celebrated 3 million factories. I think I said it in week. And we celebrated 3 million bars. Congratulations to you people. So when people are celebrating factories, Africa is celebrating bars. So any manufacturer you need, we are going to show you how you can have access. Whether you do into real estate, whether you do into you are an electrician, you are whatsoever, we are going to give you direct access to the manufacturers that you can produce anything. Even if they are not yet having the product, you give them the description of what you want. Even if it is a machine, they produce the machine for you. Are we understanding? Even if they are not happy, you tell them what you need. They produce it for you. So, any industry, whether you're in agriculture, electricity, cosmetics, or whatsoever, and there's some ladies here who into cosmetics. Cosmetics. You know, body lotion, enhancement, body enhancement, all these people, they are not here. Anything that you need, you can get in China. And that is why Global E-commerce Institute is here to show you how step by step you can actually do this. Now, we have so many platforms that we are going to be training you from. We have 1688, we have Alibaba, we have Global Sources, we have DHgate, and Made in China, and many others. Now, our focus for now is going to be Alibaba. Why Alibaba? Because Alibaba is the world's largest B2B e-commerce platform. Who knows the meaning of B2B? Buyer to buyer. Buyer to buyer. Like in one of my events, I asked what's the meaning of B2B. Somebody said back to back. So Alibaba is the largest back-to-back e-commerce platform. Anyways, Alibaba is the world's largest B2B e-commerce platform that connects what? Importers with suppliers. You are an importer, you want to connect with a supplier. Alibaba is the largest platform giving you access to the main manufacturers. Now, AliExpress is a retail platform. Are we understanding? If it is a retail platform, that means it is more expensive than Alibaba. A lot of people are buying from AliExpress, they think that they are buying cheap. Please, you are getting from a retail. And if it is already retail, that means it is automatically expensive. Now, 1688 is China's largest wholesale platform. 1688 is only for Chinese people. So it is only in Chinese language. Yeah, you know, yeah? People don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand Chinese. So this platform is only in Chinese language. But Alibaba is in French, in English, Spanish, whatsoever language you can use it. That's why it is an international platform. Are we understanding? So we are going to be focusing on Alibaba for now, and also we are going to be training on 1688 and the other platform for those who are interested in this after. But the focus of the training right now is going to be on Alibaba. Now, this is what you should pay attention to, please. Pay attention to. So many people or sellers on Alibaba are not manufacturers, but they are scammers. So many. We have dropshippers, we have resellers, and we have the bad guys. A dropshipper is a middleman. Somebody who sells everything without having anything. So he goes to the shop of a manufacturer, the store of a manufacturer online. He takes products. If a manufacturer is selling something for 500, he puts on his own store for 700. You buy from him at 700, he goes and gets it from the manufacturer for 500 or even lesser, and then he comes and sells to you at 700. That's how dropshippers operate. The reason, because they thought that everybody on Alibaba is genuine. Please, there are scammers on this platform. Are we getting? There are a lot of scammers. Well, somebody who attended one of our conferences in Bamenda, because we have an office in Bamenda for those who are from Bamenda, at T Junction, Express Union Building. Now, this guy came to a conference on the same Sunday like this. And after we have explained everything, he said, you people are entrepreneurs who want to scam people's money. What is Alibaba that we cannot download and just place our orders? People are making it complex. He went and downloaded Alibaba. And that's how the guy bought 3 pictures. Let me not say 3 cars. Okay, because he was buying 3 pictures thinking that he's buying 3 cars. And that's how they scammed this guy 20 million francs CFA. Because he was buying from a Cameroonian who disguised himself as a Chinese man living in Kribi. The guy lives in Kribi, but on is a Chinese man. And that's how they scammed this guy. And after 4 months, he waited, he did not receive. 5 months, he waited, he did not receive. He came back to the office, he met my personal assistant that he wants to meet the CEO, that he has a serious issue. They told him, you cannot have access to the CEO just like that. And they told him consultation fee is 75,000 for 1 hour. If you want, you pay, you meet him. And the guy did not have any choice. He paid the 75,000 francs CFA. They brought him, and I saw his face, I remember his face. And I asked him, are you the one who did this? He said yes. So he explained what happened to him. And I told him that because of, first, the negative impression you gave other people about us, the day you attended this program, you are going to be penalized. You pay 10% of the money you lost, and I'll help you trap this person. And that's how I ended up paying 2 million again. And when we started tracing him, that's when he realized that he was not even discussing with a Chinese man. He was discussing with a young scammer who was living in a guest house with his girlfriend. So, we used our system and we made this guy leave Kribi and came to Bamenda without knowing that they were actually tracing him. We had already arranged with the police and everything. And then once he got to the park, that's how he was arrested. And you have to pay the 20 million plus charges, plus interest and everything. Now, just the mindset that, just the thought that they have scammed you 20 million, do you know what it can do for you? It can give you high blood pressure, it can give you stroke, it can give you sicknesses that the 20 million cannot heal again. My people perish because of what? Lack of knowledge. A lot of people, they think they can exchange knowledge for us. I don't know, but knowledge is the best thing that you can ever have. They can steal your money, but they cannot take knowledge away from you. Imagine just having the thoughts that they have scammed by 20 million. Maybe this is a man who worked for 30 years, and that was the money that he saved. That this is my retirement money that I will use to start off something. And after they just scammed it in the twinkle of an eye. So please, they can scam us on this platform. A lot of scammers. There is another guy here who scammed him 2 million before he attended a program. And when he got into our courses, that's when he realized that he was doing the wrong thing. So we are going to show you what are the secrets, the strategies to getting the right products from the manufacturers. Now, I want you to look at these prices on Alibaba. Look at this good, Look at this good laptop bag. This good laptop bag for 1,500. How much do they say good laptop bag sell? From 15,000, then this is 10,000 francs. But this is a good laptop bag you are buying from the main manufacturer for 1,500. That means with 15,000 you buy 10 of it. Look at this good watch and bangle for 183 francs. Listen, you are wasting money in this category. When you buy a small quantity, they sell it for 900. When you buy, and you can buy from 1 piece, this is it here. Minimum order 1 piece. When you buy the large quantity, they sell for 183 francs. Now imagine you are buying maybe you have capital like 500k. You buy only this, you are buying at 100. And please, these prices you are seeing here is what they call in French the prix taxé. C'est so-called the prix final. Donc les people who were able to dispute and go, you still argue the prices. So, this watch and this bangle is 183 francs and you still argue the price. You can end up buying it at 140 francs. Because we are not going to be showing you that no. As you are seeing these prices, you just click on add to cart. As you are seeing here, add to cart. We are going to teach you how you can connect with the manufacturers. And you can even do video call with them. You discuss with them online. And you argue the prices. So it is not the kind of e-commerce platform that you just go and add to cart. You want 100 pieces, you just add it. No. You discuss and you argue the price. Look at this watch. This box that we buy for 2,000. This is it for 100 francs. There's a put on a check to see. You can still argue the prices. Imagine you are having access to manufacturers. Look at this other one. The men with super here. Do you know That Ashibesam is for 400. And when you buy in large quantity, you buy for 134 francs. That's how sweet importation from China is. And this is the secret but the moment that changed my life was ending 2023 when I received the knowledge on importing goods from China. If you look at my cover photo on Facebook, I'm with the Chinese man because I was doing business with Chinese people since, but I did not have access to this information. There was a toothpaste, these Chinese people, they were going to China, they come and sell the toothpaste to us at 2,700. I realized that the toothpaste they were selling to us at 2,700, I saw it from the main manufacturer selling for 134 francs. That's why I said, hey, that means this thing is real. And that's how I had to get started. I met one guy in Côte d'Ivoire. Sorry, I met him on Facebook. He's in Côte d'Ivoire. He has been doing e-commerce for 3 years. In 3 years, this guy opened 16 different offices. In 3 years, this guy employed more than 200 people. A former motor boy. That's when I understood that there is money in this thing. And one thing that made me know where this guy is really making money from, he was buying these smartwatches. I think we know the smartwatches that has WhatsApp, we can call with it. He was buying these smartwatches in China for 1,500 francs. He's going to customize them in his brand. The carton of it is, that means he's going to do something like this. Are you understanding? He customizes it very well. When you switch on the watch, it shows the name of his brand. On the carton, it is his brand. User manual is brand. In fact, completely his brand. Guess how much he sells it in Côte d'Ivoire? 180,000. Something that costs him less than 2,000 in China. And people are buying it very well. Yes, you can customize anything. Look at this screen we are using here. This is a customized screen from Global Import Machines or from Global Import. If you look here, you are going to see a logo. When we switch on this TV, when we switch on this TV, it shows the name of our mark, of our company. It does not show Hisense or Samsung or whatsoever thing. But I'm not producing TV. This screen. I'm not producing the screen. I'm not producing it. But I'm in contact with a manufacturer in China who manufactures it, he customizes it, and I told him I want you to customize the system. Because there are two kinds of manufacturers in China. Please take this down. We have the OEM manufacturers and the ODM manufacturers. Please take this down. OEM and ODM. OEM means original equipment manufacturer. And ODM means original design manufacturer. So we have OEM, original equipment manufacturer, and ODM, original design manufacturer. Now, if you want to actually get your stocks customized, you must get in contact with a manufacturer that is both OEM and ODM. Because the ODM, the original design manufacturer, they are the manufacturers who they are responsible for the final design of your product. The original equipment manufacturers are the manufacturers who manufacture the different components of a product. Are we understanding? So the OEM man, he designs the screen, the internal system, in fact, all the different parts that makes up this TV. But the ODM is in charge of what you see at the end. So if you want to customize your goods, you must actually search an OEM and an ODM. Because if you get with an ODM, not an OEM, is not able to do deep customization unless you want to do shallow customization. So we are going to be teaching you how to have access to these both manufacturers should in case you want to start up a brand. Are we understanding? Because those are the people that you need. So imagine this. Now, if you realize this is an interactive screen that we can manipulate with the hand. Now, we ask the price of this in Glotelo. I'm sure some of you know Glotelo. Yes. We asked the price of this in Glotelo. They told us 4.6 million. This screen, yes. It's not, you cannot enter any kind of office and see this screen. To buy it in Cameroon is extremely expensive. This is not a TV. That's the TV we were using before. That's the TV we were using before. Now, guess how much I got it in China? $860. The receipt is I can show it to anybody who wants to stay. $860. That's $557,000. And I spent roughly 300,000 to get it here because it was extremely heavy, 100 kilograms. I see it like that. That's why we do not hang it on the wall. So you realize that it's something extremely expensive. Extremely expensive. But now, everything in China costs me around 900,000. And we are asking the price here for the one that is not customized. So our own is customized. The one that is not customized is 4.6 million. Now, imagine this was a business that I was doing because I bought just one. That means if I bought many pieces, they will reduce the price. I bought just one because I wanted to use it here. So imagine this is a business and imagine how much Glotelo is making. That's why those guys are expanding. That's a guy who started online. He started online, selling online like a joke. But today, look at where he is having his business in Aqua. Because he's having access to some of this information that I'm telling you. So, having direct access to manufacturers will make a lot of money. Now, look at this polo for men. They know. That's 500 francs. When you buy large quantity, 200. Polos that are sold here for minimum 5,000. So I checked out sensor. These are good jeans. For how much? 1,800. The men know you cannot get this thing here for this kind of amount. Look at this. For men who have bought this before, for 800, it's not possible. When you buy large quantity, 10,000 pieces, you buy 170 francs. 170 francs. That's why sometimes you go to a central and see things are cheap there. You think they are cheap. It's because this guy had capital. But you can start small. Are we understanding? Start small and grow up your capital. And there will be a time you can buy 10,000 pieces. And you can sell the cheapest price in this town and still make profit. I'm telling you the truth. And remember, this is not still the final price. Look at if you buy minimum 1 or 2 pieces, they sell for 800. Which you can argue and they make it for maybe 700 or 600. But they say minimum order 2 pieces. So even with less than 5,000, you can start a business. There is no excuse again for anybody. Are we getting? Yes, there is no excuse. Let's go to the ladies. This is natural, transparent, full LED lace front wig, raw hair with human hair. This is it for 23,000. Woman hair. Is it possible to buy this thing? For that kind of money? It's not possible. 23,000. Now, look at this. These 3 bags for 2,100. If you buy one of these here, these small bags that men use to put money inside, it's 5,000. This one here is 10,000 minimum. This is 60,000 minimum. The value of this in Cameroon is 30,000. But the manufacturer sells it at 2,100. That means with 30,000, you buy 15 pieces of it, and you sell 1 piece for 30,000. Imagine the profit margin that you can make. There are a lot of examples. Let's go to the women again. Look at this good fashion dresses that they sell in shops for 500 francs. So those guys are making high money. Their dress is 500 too. Anyways, it's 500 in China. But how much can you sell these things here? Very, very expensive. Look at this. Good bags for 500 again. There are so many examples. Look at this good watch and this bangle for 1,100. How much will you sell only the watch here? Say bye-bye to poverty. Say bye-bye to poverty. Poverty needs to know that you have changed your address. Now, this is a product that I showed you right now. When you buy in small quantity, they sell at 140 francs. Remember, I told you that these prices are prices that you can still argue. Okay? The anti-rotation stick I told you, they sell here for 4,000 to we sell at 5,000. Now, look at when you buy 1,000 pieces, you can buy for 110 francs. And you can still argue the prices. So imagine the business that you can do only with these products. And there are so many people here who don't even still know this product. Being inside this world. So many. So it is still a new product that a lot of people do not know. So would you go plus de personnes ne savent pas. Mais imaginez-vous acheter à ceux people will vendre à 5,000. Now let's assume that you even sell for 2,000. The 2,000 pieces will give you 4 million. If you sell for 2,000. If you sell for 1,000, the 2,000 pieces will give you 2 million. If you sell for 500, you sell the 2,000 pieces for 1 million. 500 like one Francois. In fact, decide that you sell it less than one for 300. You sell the 2,000 pieces for 600,000. But you spend 284,000, still more than 100% profit for 300. So all you need is just an information. Some of you know how much they sell these things here. This one. This is it for 500.
Our brother is laughing.
Now, for some of you, normal bag that they use to run Okada, it's not this price. Look at these good shoes inside Cancun for 5,400. The guy said, no, you cannot buy this kind of shoe. If you look at it, the quality is very good. And again, you are getting it inside Cancun for 5,000. It's not possible. So, there are a lot of opportunities in China that can transform your life. You must still join the global informal negotiating and shipping from beginner to advanced strategies. So even if you are not used to the digital space, we are here for you. Are we getting? We are here to teach you step by step. Okay? Gain insider knowledge and proven techniques for successful importation. Now, we have everything available in our office to give you the best and best of the training and also digital marketing expertise. We are going to master digital marketing techniques tailored specifically for importers to boost online visibility, drive traffic, and increase sales. We are not going to be teaching you that you hold speakers and walk around like François. Are you getting? We are teaching you how you use your phone, build up a system, and sit at the comfort of your home and get clients. Who are those who saw this opportunity on Facebook? Let me say no. You saw it on Facebook. Look at the number of people who saw it only on Facebook. We did not come and knock your house. Sir, there is this program that we are inviting you on Sundays. We use Facebook to invite you automatically. Now, that means that if we are selling a product, all of you rose up your hand, that means you bought the product. Because you click the link and you are here today. So, digital marketing is the best way to sell your product or services. Are we understanding? We are going to teach you how you can use your phone. You build up a system that will help you sell your product automatically. You don't need to be working under the sun. You don't need to have a shop. You don't need to do this. All of those things are not needed for digital marketers. You don't need to go and rent a shop at the heart of Aqua. No, you don't need it. I don't have any shop that I've rented somewhere. No, I don't do that. If I can have a storeroom, even in my house, that's how I started. I was using my own house as my storeroom, my one-room house at that time, as a storeroom. I'll buy my product and keep there. When people buy, I go and deliver myself. And at some point now, I look for delivery guys. I started paying them 1,000 per delivery, and they will still take it. So I just generate myself. When I have clients, they come and take my product. If I'm selling something for 5,000 that I bought for 90 francs, I pay them 1,000 francs to go and deliver. I'm still having how much? 4,000. I'm not still losing anything. If I calculate all my expenses, it's not up to 1,500 per product. At the end of the day, I'm still making very good profit. So gradually, you keep growing. Then you start small. Digital marketing is the best way to sell your product. I'm going to show you an example. Those who are selling at Ancien Troisième, their clients are only those who are passing around their store every day. And you pass, you say, hey, this man is selling it. You brand, how much is this thing? Somebody who is selling at Ancien Troisième and somebody in Bonabelli, the person in Bonabelli does not know that that person is existing until he pays back and goes there. And he sees it before he asks the price. Whereas with digital marketing, you actually build up a system that gets to 1,000 people, 2,000 people, 5,000 people at the same time. So you are selling to thousands of persons at the same time. You realize that it's very much beautiful. A lot of you are having faith. Who is using a phone of more than 200,000 here? Be honest, let me see. I know. They are using a phone of more than 200K. More than 200K. Who is using a phone of more than 300K? More than 400K? Sorry. Which one are you using?
Samsung, yes, it's true.
Yeah, I think it's S23 or 24. General manager. It's okay. Now, who is using a phone of more than 100K? 100K. Okay, if your phone is above 50K, let me say I know. Above 50K. These other people, your phone is 10,000. Alright, now look at this list. I always tell people, if your phone have not helped you generate more money than the amount of money you use to buy it. Throw the phone, it's not needed. Honestly, because your phone is supposed to be that thing that is generating money for you. But with digital marketing, with the global e-commerce strategy, you are going to realize that your phone is more valuable than any other thing. Somebody asked me that, why are you having too many phones like this? Because sometimes I work with phones, sometimes I forget some in the house. I said, you cannot understand. Those are my offices. Are we understanding? Yes, that's my office. The least phone you are, the least number of phones you see me working with, the least is 3. But all of them have their different purposes. Because I use all of them to make money. This one is used to do this one. This one is for this business. This one is for company. This one is for this. This one is for that. But I use all of it to make money through the digital marketing strategies that we are going to be teaching you. Are you understanding? So, you are going to master digital marketing techniques tailored specifically for importers and maximize your online presence, attract targeted customers. Now, the next most important thing that we are going to be training you is branding and positioning. Branding is very, very important in business. You are going to establish a powerful brand identity for your imported products and stand out in the competitive market. I always ask people, are you among the best or you are among the rest? Ask yourself that question. Are you among the best or you are among the rest? And you can only be among the best when you stand out from the rest. When you are different from the rest. And how can you be different from the rest? If you actually brand and position yourself. Are we understanding? So branding is very important. I could decide to buy coffee and sell like any other person. But I decided, no, I need to start up a brand. And I need to make it look very, very serious. And now we are extending. From this, we extended to vigorous marker capsule for women suffering from infertility. This one is for men having sexual weakness, low sperm count, quick ejaculation. This is for women suffering from infertility, low libido, and so many other issues that concern prostate. And gradually we are expanding. We are expanding. But it started from where? From 57,000. And look at where we are today. Working with Convoy. Working with a lot of government officials who are using our programs. Today, even platforms like Equinox, they are using our training to get their stuff in China. Work with a lot of media personnel because they have seen what we are doing. Things that are actually feasible, they are working. Now, sales strategies and customer relationship management. Now, if you are thinking of building a long-term business, then you should think of strategies you can maintain your customers. Are we getting? Because a lot of people, for them to, they don't know the importance of customers. A woman will have a problem with her husband in the house, and then she will carry that problem and go to her shop with him. And people will come, she's tying her face, she's just behaving as if she's, I don't know how to describe it. But your problem in your relationship or your marriage does not concern your clients. That's what you need to know. Your clients don't care whether your husband whipped you in the house. If he whipped you and you were not happy, close the shop. Yes, close the shop. Don't open the shop and transfer what? The aggression. Because once you transfer it, the client is just going to have one notion, that woman rule. That woman not a fine woman. And I'm sure you've had that kind of people before. That you go to their shop, and when you turn your back, the next thing you say, I'm not going to ever pass today. What's that kind of experience before? I'm not going to ever pass today. You bet I'm not that hungry. Yes. Because maybe they were not in their mood that day, and they spoiled their, and they transferred it to you. So, customer relationship is very important. You're going to learn all of this, and you're going to have the free access to a 1-year mentorship program. And being mentored by successful businessmen and entrepreneurs will definitely increase your potential of becoming successful. And now, what is that thing that makes us unique? We give you practical skills and techniques to excel in the importation and e-commerce landscape. Our trainings are extremely practical. In fact, that is why I even decided to get this interactive screen. Are we understanding? Because we show you everything step by step. Very, very much practical. And now, we have our trainings also online and offline. We provide physical trainings online and online training also. We have built our platform from India very much professional, such that when you register as a member, you are going to receive a message in your Gmail from the Global E-commerce Institute. You create your account, put in your password, and then you're going to have all the courses in your account, which you can follow the courses extremely practical wherever you are. So you are not obliged to come here every week. But every week we still have programs here where we train again physically. Are we understanding? But everything that we do physically is already done on our platform. So it is not only for those in Douala. Are there people who are coming from other places here? You are not from Douala. Where are you coming from? From Kumba. Jombe. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Mutengene. Bamenda. Wonderful. Yaoundé. Please, can we clap for these people? Clap for these people. Wow. It's not easy. People live Yaoundé, Bamenda. She did not even know that we have an office in Bamenda. I'm sure you would have just gone there directly. Okay? But it's still fine. You came to the head office. It's still good. Okay? So, wherever you are, you can have access to our training. Whether in Kumba, Mutengene, wherever, you can have access to our training. And also, we do our trainings here physically. And the trainings are in French and in English. Les formations sont faites en anglais et en français. I'm speaking in English right now because we are having 99% of the whole, they are anglophones. That's the only reason why I'm doing my presentation in English. If not, it would have been in French. Okay? So, we do our trainings in both languages, online and offline. And distance is not a barrier. Now, we have unlimited internet connection here, satellite connection directly, for fast internet for all our students. Because we don't wonder when we come for trainings, we are having issues of network or whatever thing. That's why we made even the password available for everybody. We are using Starlink. And also, we made provision solar system. So that even when Enoyo takes off lights, we still have our backup. Those who are behind there, if you look behind you are going to see a solar panel, 2 big solar panels. Because once Enoyo goes off, we use our own system. So there is no excuse that no, we could not do training today because MTN was slow. Because Enoyo took lights. So if we did all of this, it's just to make sure that we give you the best. Are we getting? We give you the best and the best. So, we provide free coaching and mentorship on business growth hacks, financial education, leadership, and human psychology. I always tell people that money leaves the hands of those who make it and enters into the pockets of those who manage it. And the ability for you to manage money is what we call financial education. Do you have the ability to manage money? That's my question for you. A lot of people make 500,000 per month, 1 million per month, but they are still broke. They are still broke because they have the inability to manage money. You work for 30 years, you cannot show off anything that you've done. If you cannot manage 50,000, it's not 1 million that you manage. Are you understanding? You cannot. You cannot. So, financial education is very important, and that's why they call me the financial evangelist, because that's my domain of expertise. Helping people manage their money rightly. After making money, the most important thing is understanding how to multiply and manage that money. Because there are some people you know, they used to be rich before. That time where I began money. Please, that's a very bad phrase to use. That time where I began. Let us say that time where I began money. Than to say that time where I began. That means you were rich in the past. Probably because of mismanagement. And this course is very, very important. And now, we have some frequently asked questions that a lot of people keep asking that we've taken time to answer. Now, how to bypass all custom regulations. We told you that you're going to have access to your training. You're going to have access to your product, whether in Kumba, in Yaoundé, wherever you are, without traveling. Are we getting? We are going to show you all of that. Minimum capital needed to get started. With 10,000 francs CFA, you can get started. Are we getting? You don't need so much money. How to get products delivered at your hometown. Yes, you are not going to travel anywhere to get any product. We are going to explain that. How to do payments successfully on Alibaba without the fear of being scammed. This is where they scam these guys that I told you about. And they scam them because of the number 6 you are seeing. Please, can we read number 6 together? Can we say it loud? Trade insurance is, but in fact, I would say it's the most important thing you must understand on Alibaba. Because if you don't know this thing, they'll scam you. That's why they scammed this guy 325 million francs. The other person 20 million. The other person 2 million. Because of trade insurance. Now, trade insurance is a platform that Alibaba has put in place to secure your money. When you do a payment through trade insurance holds the money and waits for the supplier to send the goods to your agent. When the agent notifies that he has received the goods, trade insurance releases the money. Now, scammers have understood the algorithm of trade insurance and they try to bypass it. That's trade insurance, then there is a high probability that you will get scammed. So these scammers, they always try to make you pay out of trade insurance. So we are going to be explaining how this works, please. This is by far very, very important. Now, it is different from our mobile money system because when you do a payment through mobile money, instantly. So what they do is that they hold the money first. Until you send the goods, they confirm, they release the money. So if you are using trade insurance to pay, you are rest assured 100% that your money will come. Now, even if they don't send your product, you can apply for a refund. Trade insurance refunds back your money in full. It goes back to your bank account. Now, the good thing is that we have helped our students in a way that even if you are starting, you are not having a bank account, we can help you with our company bank account. You do your payment through mobile money without actually using your own account if you don't have an account. Because there are some students here. If you're a student, university or secondary school, let me say I'm please. Okay, so all those who are not having access maybe to an account, we can help you have access to good, that means you pay with our own account. Why try to create your own bank account? Are we understanding? So, you are going to get all of that, and also how to get in contact directly with manufacturers and factories without passing through middlemen. This is the heart of the trade. Because you want to have direct access to who? The manufacturers themselves. There are some people who have been importing from China here, then you have been buying from middlemen. You are buying from resellers. Yes, you have been buying cheaper, you could buy cheaper if you have access to some of this information that I'm giving you. So we are going to be showing you all of this and also contact of legit right agents in China. The contact of one agent, genuine agent in China, genuine, is 100,000 francs. The contact of, because without these people, you are going to go and pay custom. Are you understanding? At least it's going to become very much expensive. But you have nothing to worry. We are going to give you the contact for free. Are we getting? So you can actually get your product easily. How to customize your goods into your own brand. We are going to explain everything step by step. The same way I've been able to start up my brand, a lot of our students have been able to start up their brands. We are going to show you also how you can do to start up your own brand in China. Now, I want us to stand up, please. Let's stand up and do the little exercise before we move to the second phase. Alright, now, we are going to do what we call the 1 million club. The 1 million club. Coach Fabrice. Coach Fabrice. Coach Fabrice. I don't know if Coach Fabrice is there, please. They should call him. Coach Fabrice. Please come and do the 1 million club. Now, we are going to listen to the what is going to tell you. Let's exercise our body and then we are going to continue. Okay? The 1 million club. Please come and do the 1 million club and then we are going to continue. Hello? Hi. Hello? Hi. So what's that tired? No. So what's that tired? No. Alright. Let's provide that energy now. Alright? Now, the reason we do the 1 million club is because there's something with human minds, and it's called the belief system. Most of us are from church here, right? Most of us are from church, right? Yes. Now, if there's something about religion, is that you believe in something that you don't even know exists for sure. It's not factual, right? You just believe what you were told, okay? And you actually see it manifesting in your life. More to yourself with just your belief system. Alright? So if we do the 1 million club, it's not actually to say, no, this club is going to make you a millionaire. It's just to affirm and have faith that these are the changes that are going to happen in your life. Alright? Now we're going to rub our palms. We're going to rub our palms till it's very hot. Okay? Now, who can tell me why there's so many lines? And you see someone like dotted. Do you know why it's so?
Each line here, every line here is connected to every cell of your body. You know, when someone has stroke, what they call ABC, and they go to the hospital, any heart problem, they always give the person a ball, a small ball to press. The reason is to exercise all those neurons, to exercise the nervous system. Alright? So, and also the sole of your feet has those lines. It's advisable when you go to the beach, you remove your shoes and walk on the sand barefooted. So you exercise all the cells of your body. Alright? So what I'm going to do is, when I say 1 million, we're going to clap and stamp our feet at the same time. And shout, woo! Now, woo doesn't mean you're barking like a dog. Woo stands for Windows of Opportunities. Alright? WOO stands for Windows of Opportunities. We believe that when you say 1 million and you say woo, it means you're actually opening those windows of opportunities. Can we try it? Yes. Can we try it? Yes. 1 million? I'm not feeling the energy. You can't say you're not tired. I'm not feeling the energy. 1 million? Wow, it's coming now. Okay? 1 million? 2 million? Alright, I said 2 million. Woo. Alright? Alright, let's try again. 1 million? 2 million? 3 million? 4 million.
Alright. Now, we have a system called the quick cash out machine system, which in French we call it the system machine à cash. The quick cash out machine system. Now, what is the quick cash out machine system? It is an affiliate marketing system to help our students generate capital to start up their business. Are we understanding? Now, it is an affiliate marketing program which is for those who are interested. Now, all the people to us, you receive 40% commission of their registration fee. So whatever amount they register with, we pay you 40%, and we are going to teach us how to connect with people like a pro. And please, this is optional. Are we getting? It is not obliged. If you want, you recommend, and we pay you 40% of whatever amount those people registered with. So this is another strategy that can help you start your business without actually using your own money. Now, what are you going to be getting as a member of the Global E-Commerce Institute, or when you register? You are going to have the cours sur l'importation approfondie et professionnelle, the professional course on importation, and the professional course on importation, which is at 250,000 francs CFA. If you want to have access to this course, it's at 250,000 francs CFA. For importation, and learn the Lavender code, the art of selling like a professional. Like I always say, if you don't know how to sell, you are going to be sold. Or if you don't know how to sell, you are definitely going to smell. In fact, if you cannot sell, your business cannot grow. Trust us. Because you need to make consistent sales so that you keep making profits. And when you keep making profits, profit is a lifeblood of every business. So when that lifeblood is not there, your business falls. So if you cannot be making profit, if you cannot make sales, and that's why this program is at 90,000, and also we are going to have the course on digital marketing, which is extremely important. If you were to ask me what are the two most important courses that we offer, I am going to the three most important courses. Sorry, I'm going to tell you. The first is financial education, the second is digital marketing, and the last one is importation. Why financial education? Because we can teach you how to make all the money and you end up poor. And please, it is extremely shameful to be rich and after be poor again. Because you don't even know where to hide your face. So, learning how to manage the money is extremely important. So, we are going to get also the course on artificial intelligence, the cours sur l'intelligence artificielle, qui a 150,000 francs CFA, which is 150,000 francs CFA. Artificial intelligence and the deep training of financial education, which is at 400,000 francs CFA. The last time I did this training here, one woman started crying in the hall. She came and met me inside my office and she told me she's 46 years, but she feels like she's regretting all her years on earth. Because after my training, she realized that she has been working for long, but nothing to show for. Not because she was not making money, enough money. She was making too much money, but she lacked the knowledge on how to manage what she was making. And at the end of the day, she finds herself working for so many years and not realizing anything tangible. There are so many people like that. So many. So this program is extremely important. And the cost is at 400,000 francs CFA. Now, if you want to sum up everything you are going to have, we are at 1,240,000 francs CFA. If you have to pay one after the other. Now, the truth is this. A lot of people you are going to see this as if it's too much. But let me show you that this money is not much. In fact, it's too small. How many years does it take to get a bachelor's degree? Bachelor's degree. 3 years. So they gave that to you just went and did bachelor's. From primary school, that's what I'm talking about. 6 years primary school for those who know 7 years. 7 years secondary school. Okay? And us, how come 9 years? I'm talking from primary school. Primary school alone is 6 years. Secondary school 7 years. University 3 years. If you calculate, we're about 16 years. And at the end of the day, you still end up poor. You still end up broke. And now, after the bachelor's degree, the next degree is what? Master's. So, you study for 16 years without mastering what you were studying. And that's why you have to make another 2 years again to become a master in that domain. Now, how much did you spend for 16 years going to school? And now, how much are you making in life now? Let's be honest. How much are you making every month? Per month. Now, if you were asked to pay just 1.2 million francs CFA to receive a knowledge that is going to help you generate millions per month, honestly, this money is too small. Now, the good thing is that you are not going to even pay this money because some people's hands are already making, they are breathing inside like this. Okay, you are not going to pay this money. Are we getting? Okay. So you have to calm down. Okay, somebody should have high blood pressure results. Now, what are the free bonuses you are going to have? You are going to have access to industry experts and coaches, which is unmeasurable. First thing first, to see me, personal consultation is 75,000. Anybody who is not a member of Global E-commerce Association is 75,000 for 1 hour. Now, if you were asked to keep paying for 1 year, honestly, you will not be able to pay. And that's why the value here is unmeasurable. Now, the reason is that is because I know my worth. I know what I can tell you for 30 minutes that will transform your life and help you generate money that maybe for 10 years you were not generating. Now, deep and professional training on public speaking, which is at 120,000 francs CFA, you are going to get it for free. E-books on digital marketing and entrepreneurship, which is at 30,000 francs CFA, free. Access to my group mentorship program, which is the FEMP program, the Financial Evangelist VIP Mentorship Program, which I organize it every week to actually coach and mentor people in the world of entrepreneurship and business. I am not just interested in training you on importation. I am building a community of entrepreneurs. Are we understanding? Because I always say there's a difference between a buyer and seller and an entrepreneur. There's a difference between a businessman, a normal businessman, and an entrepreneur. Not all businessmen are entrepreneurs, but all entrepreneurs are businessmen. Entrepreneurs are problem solvers. So we are trying to build people who are problem solvers, people who are making things happen. Those are the people that I'm interested to work with, and you're going to have access to my group mentorship program, which is at 90,000 for those who are not members of the Global E-commerce Institute, and also the quick cash out machine course, which is at 60,000 francs CFA, helping you to generate capital to start up your business. 60,000 only. Now the bonus total of what you're going to have is at 300,000 francs CFA. The grand total of everything, if you have to pay one after the other, is at 1,540,000 francs CFA. If you have to pay everything one after the other, but you are not going to pay this money, so you should not actually be afraid. Now we have a lot of people who have gone through our trainings and they are giving testimonies. They are countless. We've trained over 5,000 people and already having more than 1,000 testimonies of people that we have received their testimonies. We are going to just show you some very few testimonies here of people that have gone through our training.
Oh my God, these are the machines that I brought from
So she's a nurse. She got all her stuff from China.
This time I go, my God, look at. Everything came to tax as I want.
Everything came in tax. This is what I want you to know. Because there are a lot of people here who are afraid to buy things online. Trust us. Because you're afraid that what you order is not what you receive. And that's what they call quality check control. If you're not able to do a good quality check control for your product, you are never going to buy good products. But we are going to be training you on what quality check control is all about and how to get exactly what you are ordering. Are we understanding? Because Chinese people manufacture their best and they also manufacture their worst. That is the fact. Do you know that all these Apple products, they are from China, they manufacture them in China. They manufacture them in China. But where do they commercialize them? In the US, in California. So even Apple, they produce their stocks in China. So if you want to get the best, you get it in China. You want to get a worst, still go to China. You get it? So we are going to show you all of that. These are other people. This man bought mesh. You see, even the machine to make granite oil, perfumes, laboratory equipment, anything you want, you can get it. And you can buy from different manufacturers. They assemble it as one and send to you. So you can buy shoes, dresses, watch from different people, but it comes as one package. Okay? So there are so many people who are giving testimonies. Now, there is something I did not even tell you about. I also got into production of power banks. And my brother said he sells power banks. You can actually get manufacturers who sell you power banks customized in your brand. I customize even USB flashes in my brand. Even the books that we use here, customized. Everything, you can actually get them in China customized. And the good thing is that we don't even pay for customization. For this one. So, look at different colors. That's the smart heater cup. The smart heater cup is a cup where when you put water inside, it tells you the temperature of the water. So, anything you want, if you look at, is the same. Anything you want, even the watch, customize. You can customize whatsoever thing you want in China and start up your own brand. So, no matter the industry that you want to get into, you can actually get your stuff customized. So if we have done this countless times, you also can do it. This is Miss Anita, who made her first 800,000 francs profit in 1 year, in 1 month, whereas she was a former mobile money agent. This is Apostle Divine. He bought 30 pairs of shoes for 30,000.
This is directly from.
These are shoes from the shop. That is selling shop. That means 1,000. 30 pairs of shoes for 30,000.
These are 30 pairs of shoes.
So we have so many testimonies of people who are going through our courses and they are actually giving testimonies. This is a woman. Her first importation. She bought the box I showed you for 100. She sells electronics in Bamenda. Imagine 100, she'll be selling me there 2,000. That means her money multiplies about 20 times. So imagine how much profit you're making. Is it health products that you want to get? You can still get products in China. These are things. So I'm sure some of you used to see these products online that people are selling. You can get them directly from the manufacturers, extremely cheap. Okay? So the testimonies are so many. We have so many of them. This is Mr. Brandon, a student from the University of Korea. Hello, good evening, Coach Sam. Good evening, Mr. Brandon. I'm very fine, sir. After my first importation, I followed your guidance and coaching, made sales of over 2,324,000 francs CFA, whereas I spent just 140,000 francs CFA to buy the products in China, plus shipping included. I spent over 40,000 for 40K from advertising, thanks to your powerful digital marketing course. So altogether, he spent 180,000. Meaning he made profit of how much? 2,144,000 in 1 month. A student in the University of Korea. He was having access to the training online because there's no office there. Are we understanding? Just the online session. So, it is to tell you that you can have results wherever you are. This is another lady who bought products. And one thing she's still saying here is that exactly what she received is what she ordered. Exactly what I ordered is what I received. So, anything you want, if you do the right thing, you will get the right product. Okay? You get the right product. So, we have so many testimonies. Even Coach Fabriza came here today. He was into entrepreneurship ever since, but he did not have access to this knowledge on importation. And when he enrolled for our program, in the first month, he generated 1.8 million transfer profit in the first month. Whereas it was not possible in his other businesses that he was doing. And that's why today we work together, one-on-one. Because he has seen the good things that we are doing. So there are so many people who are going through our training. This is in Bamenda. This is the Bamenda office. So the person who said he's coming from Bamenda. This is Mr. Celestine, the manager for the Bamenda branch, a former security guard who worked for 9 years. I don't know if somebody here knows him. You know him, sir? Former security guard for 9 years. But today he's the top one earner of our system. Today. And he's a manager of that branch. The highest certificate he has is ordinary level. He has not gone to school too much. You know, most of the security guys did not go to school too much. But I met him on Facebook. And in 6 months, he traveled to over 3 different countries for vacation. In 6 months. And today he's making millions on a monthly basis. So, we have so many testimonies that we cannot show everything. This is somebody who got his brand new Google Pixel. You see? So anything that you want, you can get them in China. This is another lady. So wherever you are, whether in Cuba, in Yaoundé, wherever, you can have access to products in your town. And we have so many. We cannot play all our testimonies here. They are too much. Too much. Because our community has really grown so large that on a daily basis we keep receiving testimonies inside the group. This is Mr. Adam, somebody who was working for CDC, who still followed our training, and today he's having a lot of results. He had to even decide to resign from his job because he realized that the money he was making here was more than what he was doing as a CDC worker for more than 20 years. So, if people like this can make it, then you also can make it. These are still testimonies in the Bamenda office, T Junction. So, these are business ladies who are now receiving access to their products directly from the manufacturer. And when I go back to Bamenda today, I'm very happy because I have that joy that I've transformed so many business people who are having difficulties in making profits per month. And today they are having direct access to products in China and they can use their phones to generate sales. So, these are the bags I showed you, that I told you about. So, this is the Bamenda office. So, we have so many testimonies. This is during our second training in Bamenda. Over 1,000 people came for this program. Imagine a town where there's crisis, but still we are able to gather over 1,000 people. In the same town where there's crisis, in 3 weeks we opened 2 different offices. Because the office became too small. People were hungry for opportunities. This is it. During the PG News. Some of you are in Bamenda, you know this one. So, all of this is just to show you that we are willing you can get the result that you want. Most of these media platforms, I'm going to show you, they trust us because they have seen the result of our works. More than 1,000 people. Today the office in Bamenda is even bigger than this one. Even though this one is the head office. The office in Bamenda is times 2. This one. So it's just to tell you this. If you know Bamenda, you know that Bamenda is a place where there's crisis. If what you are doing is not working there, even those other. So if these platforms trust us, honestly, it's just to tell you that we are the best that we are looking for. We are registered legally known. So we are not those companies that we are working on by back. legally. We are registered and we work with a lot of big men in this country because they have seen the results themselves. So, Global Diplomacy Institute is the best place for you to work with, having that confidence and 100% that you are going to have the result that you are looking for. Are we ready? Are we ready to work together? Are we ready to work together? All right. I'm seeing that the whole church is interested. Now, some of you know Afrique Media. Right? Afrique Media is one of the largest Pan-African TV stations in Africa. This is during one of our programs in Bafosa that they themselves came and covered their program. They themselves. So, if these platforms can trust us, even in Afrique Media, is to tell you that we are not out for jokes. Are we getting it? We are not out for jokes. It's not for nothing that I have to do everything in this office, even up to the level of putting a solar panel, putting satellite internet, making sure that everybody gets the best. It's not for nothing. And this is not actually the first office, this is the second office. We had a smaller office down. But in about 1-2 months, it was already small. We have to climb up and open this one. And I'm still seeing that it's still small. So we still have to extend again. But all of this is because of the good works that we are having. Okay? So, if all of these platforms trust us, it's because of what they have seen. This was our second to the last program in Boya that we had with over 1,000 people who came for this program. Now, if people can gather like this, it's because they have seen that no, this thing is actually good. I showed you just the video of the last program that we had in Boya. The video, the introduction video that I showed you. That was the last program that I had in Boya, I think 2 weeks ago. So, what we are doing here was, if my life has been able to transform completely thanks to this, then trust me that yours also can be transformed. This is a young guy with no degree in university, but is helping so many persons, even with PhD, to actually realize their dreams. This is a young guy who believes in himself and started something small, and he has been growing with expert knowledge that he has been getting from people both nationally and internationally. Because to be honest with you, I've spent millions to know whatever thing I know today. And it's not something that started today. It's not something that started yesterday. It started ever since. But I am willing, with all the experience and everything, to show you how step by step we can get there. Now, I think during the video, I offered to help some people in that hall. That was at Crystal Palace Hotel. How much? 3 million francs CFA. Now, I'm going to do this in this hall today also. Are we getting? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to help 2 million francs CFA. Yes, 2 million francs CFA. This is money that digital marketing can help us sometimes make in a day, sometimes make in 2 days. Honestly speaking. But I'm going to help some few people here, show them how they can actually do to get started. Now, like I said, the 1.5 million francs CFA you are not going to pay. Are we getting it? I'm going to sponsor, I'm going to select 10 people in this hall at the end of this program. Very, very serious people. The 10 people I'm going to work with them hand in glove. Please, if I select you, make sure that the person decides to have your number. Because at the end of, if I'm after 3 months, that person will see a result on status. Are you getting it? Now let me see who also want us to work together. The 10 people. Jesus Christ. How am I going to select? Please, it's okay. We are going to select at the end of this. Now, we actually decided to make 2 different packages for those who want to register in the Global Import Mass Institute. We decided to separate it into 2. Those who are starting as beginners and those who are starting as professionals. Please, I highly recommend the second package, not this one. This one is for those who are starting as beginners. But they always say this, when the desirable is not available, the available becomes what? The desirable. So, if you wish to become or to start as a professional, but you don't have the ability to start today as a professional, you can still start with this one. Are we understanding? Now, the bronze package is for those who want to have access to the importation cost. Now, initially, this cost was 830,000 francs CFA for beginners. Now, we have decided to slash it into 3. We are going to have it at just 249,900 francs CFA for the digital for the importation cost. Let me do this. Okay. Now, so the bronze package is, like I said, for those who are starting as beginners. What are you going to get? You are going to get the professional importation course from China. Are we getting it? Everything is going to be explained here. Also, you are going to get the training on financial education, education financière. Now, only this training alone is worth 400,000 francs. This particular one. Now, you having it with this one, adjust this is extremely cheap. And you're not going to have only that, you're also going to get a training on public speaking, the art of speaking like a professional. Because that is very important in the journey of an entrepreneur. A lot of people here, if I call them to come and introduce themselves here, they'll start making like this. My name is, yes. You are actually having this right to you. Are we understanding? Because sometimes you'll be afraid. There are times I call people that please tell us what you do for a living. In fact, I'll point myself. Because if I tell him to speak, if I give the option to choose, he's not going to choose. So I'll choose somebody and then the person will start shivering. Only to tell us what he's telling you, he's shivering. So, public speaking is extremely important, and you are going to have it inside this training, and also the art of selling like a professional. How to sell like crazy, you are going to get it in this package, and also you are still going to get another bonus. I don't know what's happening. Now, you are going to get another bonus, which is comment faire grandir son business avec des stratégies professionnelles. How to grow your business with professional strategies. Comment générer du capital pour son business sans emprunter de l'argent. Et aussi, nous avons le pack Go. Now, you will commencer comme les professionnels. And this is the best package that I recommend for everybody. This package is 1,360,000. But we decided to bring it down at 649,900 francs CFA. Now, what are you going to get in this training? Professional training on importation, step by step. Everything is going to be explained. Digital marketing, you're going to become a master in digital marketing from A to Z. Everything is going to be explained. And also, artificial intelligence. You're going to become a master in artificial intelligence. A lot of people don't know what AI is. Artificial intelligence can help you boost your sales so badly. Like some weeks ago, I spoke about artificial intelligence, and somebody rose up his hand and asked me, I said, who is artificial intelligence? It's not somebody. Who you get it? It's not somebody. So we are going to teach you how to use this and 10x your sales. That means boost your sales massively, and also financial education, extremely important. Public speaking, the art of speaking and selling like a professional, how to sell like crazy. You're also going to get it. The deep secret of growing your business to the top. Now, I always say this. There is a difference between starting your business and having the ability to grow your business. A lot of people have been doing businesses for 5 years, for 10 years. And if I ask you, what is the growth of your business? Have you grown in that business? Statistics show that if you've been doing business for 2 different branches, with staffs or employees, then your business is sick. So some of you here, your business is extremely sick. In fact, it's on oxygen. So you have to bring it back to life. In your quarter, you know one mama or one papa that have been selling at your position small till now. They are still selling for home and beans. You know one mama or one papa that have been selling green spices since you were small till now. They are still selling green spices. They have not grown because there is a difference between having the ability to start a business and having the capacity to grow that business. And that lies in the knowledge that you have about business growth. It takes 16 years to have a bachelor's degree. But how many years did you invest in yourself before starting your business? And even when you started, did you invest in your knowledge? No. But people perish because of what? Lack of knowledge. It's knowledge that we need to grow our business. And that's why we are giving it out here. How to raise capital to start your business without borrowing money. We are going to show you all of this. And now, we have a special bonus. This is a special bonus for Gold members only. And that is why I highly recommend this package. Because not only will you get the digital marketing course, that means all my secrets, that helps me generate thousands of dollars per month, that means millions per month. You are also going to have access to this free training on turkey importation, which is worth 150,000. So, aside China, we'll still add Turkey again. You will still learn importation from Turkey. And you know that for those who do it for fashion, Turkey actually has the best fabrics. So, you are still going to learn Turkey importation, which is worth 150,000 francs CFA. You get it for free. And also Dubai importation again, which is still worth 150,000 francs CFA. You will still get it for free. All gold members will have this free training, which is worth 300,000 francs CFA. You are not going to pay for it. That's why I highly recommend the gold package, which is only 649,900. But like I said, the 10 people that I'm going to select them today, whether the 249,900 or the 649,900, they are not going to pay. Are we getting it? Some people are not clapping. So, even the 649,900 or the 249,900, the people that I'm going to select today, they are not going to pay. Because I want these people to actually grow to the top. I'm going to complete their registration for them. That is what I'm going to do. That's the reason for the 2 million. I'm going to complete their registration. I'm going to vouch more than 50% of their registration today. Are we getting it? So don't bother. Whatever amount of money you saw here, you are not going to pay. Are we understanding? I am saying this for 10 people, at least 50% of their money, I am paying myself today. Those who are interested only. Are we getting it? So, your heart should not beat. If you are among the 10 people, but just have faith that you can be among the 10 people. Alright? Now, I want to share with you something interesting about somebody who started his journey in entrepreneurship 5 years ago. This is me some 3 or 4 years ago when I was suffering from cancer of the pocket. Who was in somewhere to when he was poor? The head that was having. The kind of head that Samuel to has now is not the same head to. The head has changed completely. Don't say you are ugly or you start making money. Are you understanding? Just that money has not yet reached your end. When money will reach you, it will transform you. That's the other show. That's the listen, the meaning of handsome, it means that the handsome. Are you understanding? You are fine physically, you don't have money, you are broke. If you are not handsome, you are ugly. What are we doing with the fine face and everything? You need money. Like the movie I saw, that Atalugo will marry you. Who saw that movie? And what does he say? Odogu, please. Who do they call Odogu? Someone who has money. So please, all my guys here, make money. Forget about the million first. Are you understanding? When you make money, the winner will follow you like fly. I'm telling you the truth. They'll follow you. So I always tell people, don't let your current situation define your future condition. Because I come from a very poor family whereby, in fact, when we used to go for family meeting, nobody will come and pack a car. Nobody. When we go for family meeting. And my mother, when I was growing up, I saw my mother growing up with a capital of 5,000 to 10,000, going to the market to buy fruit, watermelon, pineapple, oranges, and she would peel them and try to sell for 100 to 200. That is the kind of home I came from. And I told my mother that I'm going to make her a happy mother. I was always telling her this thing when I was small. I don't know whether it's faith that was telling me to tell her, but I always told my mother this thing. But I do not know how I'm going to do it. I remember sometimes when we want to go to school in the morning, we have to wake up at 5 o'clock, we pray. After prayer, we go to the farm. We go and carry firewood. We come and place in the house. After we go to school, when coming back, my father or my mother has already prepared my tray of banana and kept inside my room on top of my bed. So that I should not say that I did not see it. When I come back, I have to carry the banana and go and sell. That is how I actually lived. And I went to school where my school fees was 7,000. School fees in installment. And sometimes they'll still drive me for a school fees of 7,000 francs. That is the kind of home I came from. And that's why I always tell people, don't allow your family background put your back on the ground. Because you come from a poor family does not mean you're going to be poor. Because your grandfather was poor, your father was poor, your mother was poor, it does not mean you're going to be poor. Are you understanding? It does not mean you're going to be poor. You're one of us. Don't let the opportunities pass you by. Are we getting? Don't. Especially when you see that the opportunities are genuine like this. I know that you're passing through hard times. I know things are not easy for you. But excuses are the muscles that strengthens the bones of poverty. The more you keep giving excuses, the more you keep strengthening poverty in your life. That's the honest truth. Now, let me show you something great. This is how I was dressed. My first conference that I went. Mountain Hotel. But 4 years after, I went there as a champion. Can you celebrate me? 4 years after. This is where I come from. This is the house that I come from. Now, when I decided to start entrepreneurship, I was doing my marketing in the University of Goya. 2020 was my final year. And I decided to stop school. It was a very tough decision. That was the most hardest decision I took in my life. I was 16 or 17 years and then decided to stop it. Just like that, without graduating, without writing exams and everything. And it became a very difficult situation for my family. And they organized a family meeting in my village in Baganti. I'm a family figure. Yes. Yeah, so we went to Baganti and they gave me two options. It's either I continue with school and I forget about it. It's either I continue with school and I'm still with the family, or I forget about school and I forget about the family. That is only me complaining. My mom was there, my brother, my sisters, my uncles and aunties. And I looked at my mother crying in front of me in 2020 in the village. And I felt as if I stabbed her with a knife. But she did not understand that she was one of the main reasons why I was taking that decision. Because I promised her when I was growing up that I would transform my life. But I realized that the mathematics I was doing in school could not actually help me realize that dream. It could not help me. So I told my mother that I'm still very young. If the way I've taken is the wrong way, I'll go back to school. But if it is the right path, I'm going to make you a happy mother. I left Bagante. While coming back to Goya, since I was schooling in Goya, they called my nephews that they should remove all my things from the house. I came back, saw all my stuff outside. And that day I cried more than the way my father died, more than the day my father died. Because I felt separation with my entire family, not with one person, not with two people. My mother, that was the reason why I was doing it. I got separated with her. All my brothers and sisters separated. My uncles and aunts separated. And I told myself, if this is the price that I need to pay for me to become successful, then I will pay the price. There is always a price that you must pay if you want to become successful. There is always a price. A lot of people are not willing to pay a price. They are not willing to sacrifice something. Listen, if you want to have something that you've never had before, then you should be able to do something that you've never done before. Yes. Are you understanding? You should be able to do something you've never done before. When I left that place, I had no other option than to go back to church in Limbe. Because I grew up in Limbe, I'm from a Christian background, where, in fact, we grew up. So I realized that the only place they cannot drive me is the church. I had to take all my things and go back to church where I was living. This is the mask I was using at that time. Even till today, I've kept this mask. Even my children, they will see this mask while I was sleeping. This bucket you're seeing here, this is where my dresses were. This plastic you're seeing, my shoe was inside. Someone is alive or dead. But I told myself, if this is the sacrifice I am paying, I will pay this sacrifice and actually make the money. And transform my family. Today, my mother does not live in this kind of house again. Today, my mother lives in a duplex house in Babusa. Today, my mother has people that are working for her in the house. I took some of my staffs and went there. They saw it, they were surprised. I took some of my leaders. I see some of you think that I'm saying things that do not exist. They went there, they saw it, they were surprised. I told my mother, Mama, you have suffered too much. It is time for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Even though it's not going to me when I'm happy. And I want to let you know that it is possible. I said, Mama, look for somebody who come and clean your floor. Look for somebody who wash your dresses. Somebody who cook for you. Somebody who do everything for you. And when I see that, I am extremely happy. Yesterday, we were together, went for a program in the village. And guess what? The youngest man is the man who came with the biggest car. The youngest came with the biggest car, and he did not just come with the biggest car, he came with his personal driver. That is how it feels, because some few years ago, I believed in myself. I told myself, I must make it. I must make it. When there is a will, there is a way. Are we getting? And when you have a vision, provisions are made for that vision to be transformed to reality. And I told myself, called me back in Goya. He told me, Simon, you suffer so much. It's better you leave Linde and come to Goya and live with me. And that's how I left this church. I went to Goya, where I was living with this guy. But things were still very, very tough for me. But it is when I left Linde and went back to Goya, I saw that flyer. They were talking about entrepreneurship. It is from here that I dressed up. I went to that conference at Mountain Hotel Goya. And that was where the transformation started. I met these guys. They were talking about digital marketing. They were talking about 99% of those I work with are all from Facebook. People who met me on Facebook. Now, when I started working with him, before actually starting with him, this is what he used to do before. He would clear time for people, try for people, he would do painting jobs, all kinds of odd jobs. They used to call him Bambe Boy. He was living at Makoka, Limbe, for those who know Limbe. Very far up. That's where he was living. But this guy had the mindset of someone who wants to succeed. Now, before we started this business, we met 30,000 people doing the same business. 30,000 people. But in 6 months, Mr. Dunamis excelled as the top 11th earner, overtaking 30,000 people. Top 11 means you are making at least $1,500 to $2,000 per month. That's roughly 1 million francs on a monthly basis. Somebody was working in chantiers some 6 months back, making approximately 50 to 60,000. But 6 months after, he's already making about 1 million francs per month. This is when he received his award as top 11th earner in 6 months only. It is possible for you to get the result, but you need the right people to work with. Are we understanding? You need the right people. Imagine, do you know the meaning of leaving 60,000 to making 1 million per month? In 6 months. In 6 months. Somebody who did not know anything about digital, but I had to train him step by step, show you how you can use the digital space to have unlimited clients. While the other people were trying with the traditional methods, we used only our laptops and our phones, and we overtook them in 6 months. 30,000 plus people. And while he became top 11, I became top 3 in the same system in 6 months. So, digital marketing is extremely important. Are we getting? Extremely important. That's why I told you the gold package is the best package. Because you can use digital marketing to have a lot of sales. This is him today has received international awards from this guy. I don't know if some of you know him, Mr. Jamie Jorbet. He's among the top 10 most influential entrepreneurs in Africa. He has received so many medal awards. Also, somebody who was working in chantiers. Somebody they used to call Bambe Boys. But today he's an international businessman making a lot of money. This is another lady, Ghana, is Elizabeth. She was so good in cooking, pastries. But she does not know how to use that and make money. A lot of people here, you have skills, but yet you are broke. You have technical skills, but you lack the business skills to monetize the technical skill. There is a difference between having a technical skill and a business skill. You can be a good plumber, but you are still very broke. You can be a good electrician, but you are still broke. Because you don't have the business skill to monetize the technical skill. Are you understanding? It does not suffice to have the skill on plumbing or electrician or whatsoever. You have the skill to monetize that thing. So I met this lady, she was so good in what she was doing that she did not know. I gave her one training, branding and positioning. And that's how this lady started her first restaurant in Boya. A young lady, I met her at 20 years old. Now she's 23 years because I met her in 2022. She graduated this year from the university. But she already graduated with staff. She already graduated with a restaurant that she opened. Being in a university, she already graduated making her first 20 million francs as a student. She opened one of the best VIP restaurants in Boya. This is a brand that she created. Else the least. And today she's making so much money, having so many clients that sometimes she has to reject some. Because the kind of clients that she has had today, and today she even opened an academy where she's impacting other ladies like her. She has been able to train over 300 ladies who want to actually grow in the domain of culinary like how. But she had this skill some years back, but she never knew how to monetize it. I shall be able to train over 300 people. One person in our academy is 75,000. That's about 20 plus million francs that this lady has been able to generate, and she today has a good restaurant in Oya, employees, and she graduated this year. Woman A, woman A. It's high time for you to start urgent 2K. And there's a lot of transport. How much is the transport? 500. It's high time for us to stop that. So, if these young people, their lives can change, yours also can change. This is a young man I showed you his video, Mr. Celestine, who was a former security guard for 9 good years that I met just on Facebook. And after working with me for 3 months, he started traveling out of the country, started making a whole lot of money, and today he's not even among he's the top one earner of our system. Today this guy takes nothing less than 2 million francs on a monthly basis. For somebody who was a security guard for 9 years with ordinary level certificate, which level of certificate or which degree are you having and how much money are you making per month? Imagine, I've not known this guy for 1 year yet. I've not known him for 1 year yet. But he's making already so much money in the system. This is when he was receiving his award. As top one, this is Pastor Peter, a pastor from CBC, Cameroon Baptist Convention. Pastor Peter, an old man, is the top 2 highest person making more money in our system than any other person. Then he's an age man. Listen, for you to excel in the digital marketing space, it does not look at your age. Are we getting? It does not need your age, it does not need your certificate, it only needs your mindset. It only needs your mindset. Are we ready to learn? Yes. Are we ready? Yes. It only needs your mindset. This is when we went for our first trip in Ivory Coast. We're having dinner in the sky. I'm not that on Soul Boys, I'm one more. I'm not that on Soul Boys. At least you can try having dinner in the sky, it's very sweet. It's very sweet. But this is somebody for 9 years. He never dreamt that one day he can go to the airport, one day he can travel, not to go and walk or look for greener pastures, but just to go for vacation and enjoy and come back. But I think this month is making the 9th month that I'm knowing this guy. The 9th month, and we did this trip last year. So imagine, in few months only, this guy has been completely transformed. Not because, just because he had the mindset of somebody who wants to grow. When people see him today, they don't believe that this man, not been our former security guard, this where we work together with G4S. Yes, then he grabbed an opportunity, and today this guy is making millions on a monthly basis. This is why we went for a boat cruise together. And so many places that we have traveled, a lot of achievements that this guy has had in the space of 1 and 9 months only. Now, this is another guy, Mr. Timothy, that I met him still on Facebook, still in Manila. Look at how boy is fine. Now, I'm your classmate. I'm having a little testimony here. And now, Mr. Timothy is among the top 10 people making the highest amount of money in the system. This guy was selling Obrika dresses, and your classmate is now a millionaire. Clap for him. Yes, this is why you receive this award. Now, one thing I do is this: I don't give certificates for those I train, but I award excellence. Are we understanding? When you go through my program, I see that you are excelling, I give you an award of excellence, an award of recognition. That yes, this person has gone through my program and is actually making millions per month. I will not reward you if you are making 500,000, 600,000, that's not money. I start rewarding you when you transit from thousands to millions. Are you understanding? That is when I start rewarding you. I mean, do you know the feeling of you were making 50K per month and then suddenly you start making 1 million, 2 million, 3 million per month? I mean, which high blood? It's sweet blood. Okay. So, this is very beautiful. A lot of people giving testimonies. A lot of people that have actually helped from young men to aged men. A lot of people who are going through program. This was my last training in South Africa. I told myself I'm going to be the best at what I do, such that even white men one day, they are going to sit down and receive my training. They are going to sit down and I'm going to train them. And this is already possible. In 2 years, I am a man who is coaching and mentoring white men. Because we all often believe that it is a white man who always leads us. Even these people, they are going to know that there is somebody who is actually above them. So, I am willing to work with you step by step. We can get to the top. This is when my mentee became top 11. I received the award of top 3. $5,000 per month. That's roughly $3 million per month. At that time, so I think that was 2022, 23. Yes, 2023. E-commerce can transform your life completely. Digital marketing can change your life completely. What somebody is using 5 years to generate in a market in Gobi, you can use digital marketing and make that in a month. I'm telling you the honest truth. Digital marketing. Imagine that you are able to overtake 30,000 people in 6 months. Imagine. So, play for me today is no more a luxury because I've traveled. I remember my first time I entered in an airport. Only the one was working. It was as if it was my father who opened the airport. The confidence was too much. The boy from the village finally made it. It was not easy now. Even the worker changed. Everything changes. Yes. Everything changes. So, it is possible for when I want it. Last year alone, I used 1 passport and finished. I don't know if you know the meaning of 1 passport in a year. That means vacation is like going to Mutengen and coming back. But that's because you build your business, you get to a level that you spend without bothering yourself how much is left in your bank. How much is left inside? Can you go to a place that costs something is 2 million? You buy without checking how much is going to be left as my account. That is the level that we are getting to. That's what we are talking about. So, together we can get there. Together we can get the result that we want. So then when people even enter my house, they are surprised. I mean, this young man really started a few years ago. Yes, the young man grabbed an opportunity that transformed his life. Not only he helped his mother live from a wretched and broke room to a duplex, helped his mother get domestic staff, helped so many people actually live from poverty to wealth. And that is what we are talking about today. And I am willing to work with you step by step. Alright? So, opportunities often come to us every day, but we are blind enough to realize that these opportunities are sent by God. To be honest, God is not going to come down like manna. He's not going to send manna from above directly into your pocket. God passes through men to bless you. Because God passed through a man to bless you. These are people that have received our training and they are giving a lot of awards. From aged men to young men to women to mothers, a lot of people who are going through our training. You look at even the smile, you know the joy that these people are having. So, we are saying things that exist. I will not give you certificates, but I'm going to look at those who are excelling and I award them for excellence. Because I'm not willing to train lazy men. Are we getting? I am not willing to train lazy men. I want people who want to actually take this thing very, very serious and actually transform their life. In 2023, I received Best Entrepreneurial Trainer Award, Leadership and Excellence Award from the Passion Entrepreneur Organization. So, I am not talking to you as somebody who is a novice in the domain. I'm talking to you as an expert in the domain. 2023, and I received International Highest and Best Coach Award from a multinational Chinese company who have acknowledged the good work that I am doing also. So, I am not telling you about importation from China. Even Chinese companies themselves, they have recognized the good work that I am doing. That's why even on my Facebook page, you see me there with a Chinese man. So, if all of these companies are trusting me today, is because they themselves have seen the good things that we are doing, the lives that have been transformed, so many people who are giving testimonies, and you also are definitely going to be the next person. So, if you are interested, today we are going to start working together. Are we getting? After this program, I am going to select who are very, very serious. Just 10 who are very serious. So, Even among entrepreneurs today, whenever I find myself among entrepreneurs, they say when person pass you do up. Yes. Today even speaks for himself. So I am willing to work with you step by step. When I came back from my second to the last vacation, last year, I think, is it October, I was passing through around Bonanjo. I saw some nice cars inside those glasses. There. I don't know if you know that place where they sell gold. I saw some nice cars around that place, and I just had to branch inside and ask. I saw this nice one. I said, how much is it? They told me the price, and I bought it without bothering how much is left in my account. That's the beauty of getting to a level that you spend without bothering yourself how much is left in your account. Imagine one day you get to a place, you spend 5 million without worrying that where I will chop it tomorrow or how much is left inside. That's the beauty of what we are talking about. Financial education, financial freedom is possible. Are we getting? Financial freedom is possible. This is why my mother visited me in my second